Alright, so regardless of what you might believe, you don't have to hit new releases to be successful reselling sneakers. And in this video, I'm gonna show you the top sneakers that are selling the most right now, the sneakers you need to invest in, and I'm gonna show you how I'm finding them. So let's jump right into it. Alright, so I'm gonna show y'all 4 shoes today that are just flying off the shelves, and I'm gonna also show y'all the tool that I'm using, which is a tool I like to use called Zeek Analytics. What Zeek Analytics does is pretty much comb eBay and gives me all the data I need to make decisions about what products I'm gonna go after. And all right, so the first shoe that's just flying off the shelf that is not a new release and is not that hype anymore, we're talking about the Panda Dunk. Right now, I want to show you why the Panda Dunk is just the #1 shoe to grab right now. What we're looking at is the 30-day sales data for the Panda Dunk for this shoe, and this is a total sold. So this seller right here has sold 4,300 of these, right? So, and you could look at that and say, well, with a retail of 100, me paying 108 with maybe shipping, that's not a lot of profit margin. However, when you think about doing this 4,000 times, let's say you're making $15 profit, that's 64,000 profit made off of Panda Dunks, right? So we see this listing. This man sold 9 of these within the last 24 hours. Let's search this SKU and kind of look at the sold data, because that's what I like to do too. I like to come to eBay, search for the shoe, filter by sold, and you see here that they are just once again flying off the shelf with this shoe. So as long as you've got this shoe priced reasonably, you will not have a problem selling it on eBay. And honestly, locally, this shoe is just always in demand, right? Let's search that SKU here, because there's a women's Panda, there's a men's Panda. So we see here, you know, over the year, they've kind of stayed steady, and as they've been restocking them more, they creep down, but they're still over retail, which is what's going to get you some profit. Now, let's talk about when the next time you can grab some of these, right? Because these release on Nike.com, and I don't know if you've seen my video about creating Nike accounts. However, enter multiple accounts, you can most of the time have luck bringing home a pair of Pandas right now. Now, as far as the restocks, last year they restocked on July 21st. And so if we look at the last restock, which was May, and then honestly the last restock, which was 23rd as of the date of recording this video, then you kind of see late in the month, if this pattern keeps up, both of these days were Fridays, so July 28th seems to be the next restock, or the 21st, right? So we'll stay updated on those. But in the meantime, you could also go to places like Marketplace and search Panda and just try to get in here and make offers. I mean, first of all, we only want new, and I might say, hey, I got 110 right now. You know what I mean? And just send those kind of offers off, and that should put you in the game. Now, of course, you want to pay attention to what sizes maybe you can get more for, but the Panda Dunk is for sure the first shoe that's just gonna fly off the shelf. Now, as you can see here, Pandas dominate just the resale market as far as the most sold shoe, but right after we have the Nike Air Monarch. Now we see this shoe everywhere. I mean, this shoe is in Macy's, this shoe is everywhere, and this shoe honestly became a joke in the sneaker reselling world, and I think that by itself kind of gave it some hype outside of it being like the classic dad shoe. However, it's a pretty popular selling shoe. So here's our shoe here. It does not have picture, but here's pretty much a sales data chart, and it's like it just climbed. So checking StockX isn't gonna do us any good on a shoe like this, but we just know that if I search this style code, I mean, I could go get these at Nike right now, maybe use like a boom, use code summer to get 20% off this shoe. 75 times 20, $15 off. So I'd get it for 60. They're selling them for 64. So this is a shoe you probably try to catch on sale and maybe get for 55 bucks and make you $10. And once again, once you see total amount that they sold, which is 177 times, let's say 10, that's $11,000 off this shoe, right? So that's another shoe that's just gonna move, that you're not even gonna hold on too long if you put up on eBay. The next shoe that is just flying off the shelf right now we're talking about the Air Jordan 1 High Lucky Green. Now this sneaker dropped back in April, and I remember when it came out. It's a pretty nice shoe, and I even believe it's a shoe that will be easy to kind of find in our local market. However, let's look at the sales data on this shoe. 94 sold within the last 30 days and a total of 300 sold. So one thing I like to do as well, because Zeke Analytics, what they show is this data from a seller, right? What I want to do, search this SKU and see how many people period are selling it, because boom, he's up here at the top and we see all kind of people selling this shoe. June 25th, June 25th. So a lot of people sold this shoe today, not just him. So that also lets us know that boom, there's room for us if we can grab this shoe. And stick around to the end, because I am going to be live making offers on this video. The next sneaker, the Retro 3 Wizards. Now, I made a video about this shoe and told y'all that this shoe would be a pretty decent shoe. Now, ooh, I think I already see this particular person with this logo. I see what they're doing here, because when you search this shoe, pretty much on a lot of these, even I'm looking like, God, these are some low profit margins, because the retro or the retail on this shoe is 300 or 200. So I'm wondering how they're 210. So I'm wondering how they're making any money. But this person not only taking advantage of damaged box, but obviously is doing bulk, right? They're selling, they're buying these, getting them for a specific number, and then just offloading them for as cheap as possible while they make a profit, because once again, they've got 111 of these sold. So let's see if it's just him, because that's just him. There's room for us on this as well, I hope. Boom, and we see a bunch of June 25th, June 25th. I didn't know people bought boxes, so I might throw some boxes up on here. And yeah, this shoe is moving pretty well, right? So that's another shoe that's just moving with no problems. All right, so the next shoe we see two, so we'll combine them. The Jordan Thunder. Now that should be no surprise, dropped May 13th, and honestly this is one of the 4s of the year. As you see, they've got some decent value above retail. Now you could look at these prices over here and always get confused, but this is for, I'm sure, the absolute lowest. If you filter and you go to a men's size, I'm sure that'll jump up, right? So that's one thing you cannot get confused with looking at eBay. So you know the drill. We're gonna see anyone else is able to sell this shoe, or if it's just him. And we can see people are selling this shoe. We've got a lot. We've got June 25th, June 25th, June 24th, which was yesterday. So this shoe is moving pretty easy. You put this up and it's appropriately priced, you won't have an issue. Now I want to show you a Jordan mid, and just to show you that other shoes move, and we see there's a couple mids that are moving, right? Let's look at these. The Jordan 1 mid Aquatone. I'm gonna search this up, see who else is selling, filter by sold, and then boom, we see a lot of these moving right now. I'm interested to know where I can find these and when they came out. Okay, so these dropped last year in March. They're still, out of all the mids, right, they're still the ones that are selling, right? So that's just to show you, like, you know, you got the True Blues down here. You got just a lot of shoes that sold so much over the last 30 days to where if you're not hitting on regular releases and stuff like that, you can still carve your way out and find you some sneakers, right? So now we're gonna go ahead and make some offers on some of these. We're gonna start tones. So we're gonna search that up. I don't see that there, so I'll go to offer up, boom, and I'm gonna boom, say if he'll sell them for 90, and then boom, I'll do my shipping and stuff off camera. So the only thing he can do is say yes or no. All right, so I didn't see these at first, but an Aquatone came up. They are in Irving, they are local, right? So I'm gonna make an offer. I'm gonna make an offer of 100, and then I'll put this info in off camera. All right, next I'm gonna make an offer for some Thunders. These ain't gonna be hard to find at all. You'll actually have a better chance getting your hands on some of these. 180, what's wrong with them? They're new. I don't know. It's kind of sketchy, but I'm gonna do an offer of, I'll ask what sizes first. Denton, size 4 through 14. All right, so these are all resellers pretty much. 10.5, brand new, never worn, 250. Let me see what the 10.5s are selling for. 5. All right, so if I wanna make any type of money, I'm gonna have to do the most I can do if I'm gonna make some money without lowballing them too hard, as I say. 220 to you. That one, Wizards, I also don't don't think it'll be hard to find at all. But you would honestly just do this and continue to do it. Like, don't just stop at one like I'm doing for the sake of this video. Like, message 3-4 different people. Let's see who got them locally. Piece of free game. I love to target people who have altered their price because they've already kind of opened their mind up to the fact that, hey, I'm not gonna get what I originally wanted for them, right? And that also shows when you change your price and you put it lower, that means you're trying to get rid of them. So 8.5, 40. Let's see if I could what I could get. Can only get about 190, 200 for these. So it's gonna be tough, but I'm gonna say 175. Cash, and then boom, it's as easy as that. So now let's look at the lucky greens. Same deal. I'm gonna try to find, let's see, Irving, that's pretty close. 10.5, 220. Yikes. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna waste this gentleman's time, but he's had it up for 7 weeks. So first I'm gonna ask if it's available, and I'm gonna ask you take 170, right? Because honestly, that's $10 below retail. A lot of people aren't willing to take below retail, so I'm gonna have to go find somebody who is closer to 185 4 weeks ago. It's a size 10, so I'm gonna do a size 10. D1 is 65-ish, still in that range. So it's gonna be tough, but I'm gonna say, hey, you take 160. And if this person is used to selling local, because then your next question was like, why don't they take it to eBay? A lot of people don't even trust eBay, right? So you just go through that process and do that, the aquatones, and then you go to the thunder. These won't be hard. You will be able to find somebody to come down off their price on these, just because there's going to be a lot of people trying to grab them. There's going to be a lot of first-time resellers that are already giving up, and they're just going to try to recoup and get their money back. So boom, here we go. Somebody who's came down, brand new in box, no try-ons, D size 10. That's our one right there, honestly. Okay, we see a 240. So I say, and that's how you do that. So with the Air Monarchs, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. You better off going to the outlet or something like that to get the Monarchs. But let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. Rico gang, I love y'all. Let's get it.